The old bamboo farmer lived on the edge of a dense forest with his wife. For years, they had tended the bamboo, watching the slender stalks sway in the wind like waves on a silent ocean. Though they were humble people, their lives were full, except for one sorrow. They had no children. One spring morning, as the mist clung to the hills, the farmer found something unusual among the bamboo. Nestled between the roots of a young stalk was a newborn baby girl, wrapped in a cloth as soft as clouds. Her tiny fingers curled around the air as if grasping the unseen threads of fate. They named her Asa, meaning morning, for she had come to them like the dawn after a long, dark night. Asa grew like the bamboo itself, tall, graceful, and full of laughter. She ran through the fields, her small hands brushing against the golden stalks, whispering secrets to the wind. She loved the rain, dancing in it until she was soaked, and she loved the fireflies that lit up the summer nights, cupping them in her hands like tiny stars. One day, when Asa was 10, she found an injured crane by the river, its wing bent at an awkward angle. She knelt beside it, whispering words of comfort. With patience and care, she and her parents nursed the bird back to health. When the crane finally flew away, Asa clapped her hands and laughed, her joy ringing through the valley. As time passed, the farmer noticed something troubling. Asa was growing weaker. At first, it was small things. She would tire after running through the fields. Her laughter would be softer, her hands colder. The healer came but could only shake his head. One autumn evening, as the wind turned cool, Asa sat between her parents, gazing at the golden leaves drifting to the ground. "Do you think trees are sad when their leaves fall?" she asked. Her father smiled sadly. "Perhaps they are, but they know new leaves will come in the spring." Asa nodded. "Then I won't be sad either." That winter, Asa became too weak to leave her bed. She would listen to the wind outside and ask her father to describe the fields to her. "Are the bamboos swaying today?" she would ask, and he would tell her how they bent but never broke, how they danced with the wind instead of fighting it. One evening, as snow blanketed the land, Asa held her parents' hands and whispered, "I'm just like the crane, aren't I? It's time for me to fly too." Tears filled their eyes, but they nodded. Asa closed her eyes with a small smile, and the room fell silent, except for the whisper of the wind through the bamboo. Spring arrived, and the farmer and his wife buried Asa beneath the tallest bamboo stalk in their grove. They thought their hearts would remain heavy forever, but one morning, something strange happened. A single, delicate shoot sprouted from the ground where she rested, growing taller than any they had ever seen. From that day forward, the wind through the bamboo always carried a familiar laughter. And on summer nights, when the fireflies danced, they swore they saw Asa running between them, cupping the stars in her small hands once more.